Is their unit smaller than these others? Look like it.
Well, they're lined up straight. We're seeing all of.
Oh,
all the generals are right there. Oh, they said through 1003, all present. They said 1003 all present. Because this is
At the command, officers sent to march, all unit commanders and guidance bearers marched to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that the commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, we ask that those men and women in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in showing our appreciation for the dedicated service to the foreign country. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Peter M. Rumler.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Pete Rumler, Commanding Officer of 1st Recruit Training Battalion. On behalf of the Commanding General, Marine Corps Recruit Depot and Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Journey, and the Commanding Officer of Recruit Training Regiment, Colonel Kazmaier, welcome to today's graduation ceremony for Alpha Company. Please join me in welcoming today's Parade Reviewing Officer, Colonel Woodworth. Colonel Woodworth is currently the Commanding Officer of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a milestone in a Marine Corps journey that began 13 weeks ago, when the men of Alpha Company stepped on those yellow footprints and committed themselves to becoming Marines. They were trained on the core values of honor, courage, and commitment to keep their honor clean. They mastered the precision movements of close order drill in order to build the discipline of a Marine. They executed numerous demanding physical exercises in order to build the toughness of a Marine. And of course, they completed the Marine Corps Marksmanship Program in order to enable them to engage pinpoint targets at over 500 yards with the deadly accuracy of a Marine. All of this training culminated in a 54-hour crucible event in the hills of Camp Pendleton. They hiked those hills with little food and almost no sleep in order to be tested on their skill, determination, and leadership. At the completion of that event, they earned the title that they will take pride in for the rest of their lives, the title Marine. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to address some of the newest Marines in the United States Marine Corps. Good morning, Marines. Good morning, sir. Alpha Company, ladies and gentlemen. What you see out there is a proud company of Marines. A pride that comes from knowing that they have accomplished something that most would not attempt and even fewer could complete. I'd like to thank the parents for all you've done to get them here. You instilled the morals in them when they were growing up, and you provided the love and support that allowed them to be successful. Now, when you get your Marines back today, you're going to notice a few changes. First, they've got new haircuts. They're going to be a little bit taller because they're standing a little bit straighter. They're going to be in the best physical condition of their lives, and they're going to eat like it. So don't be surprised that they clear their plates in under 5 minutes. And just to be on the safe side, you might want to keep your hands away from their food. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, most of what you'll notice is pride. Pride that comes from joining the finest fighting force the world has ever known. And I can assure you, they are cut from the same cloth as the Marines that defended Quezon, liberated Kuwait, or cleared Marj and Fallujah. They have experienced a transformation that'll last a lifetime. Now I'd like to thank some of the Marines that are responsible for that transformation. First, the recruiters, and one recruiter in particular, Staff Sergeant Mawa. Staff Sergeant Mawa recruited today's company honor man, Lance Corporal Peters. Thank you, Staff Sergeant. I'd also like to thank a Marine from Weapons Field Training Battalion, Camp Pendleton, Corporal Aller. Corporal Aller trained today's company high shooter, Private Reeves. Private Reeves fired a 342 out of a possible 350 points on qualification. Great job, Marine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to direct your attention to the Marines standing before wearing the green campaign covers. These Marines need no introduction. They are the legendary Marine Corps drill instructors. They have been with the men of Alpha Company constantly for the past 13 weeks, and it is through their hard work and dedication that those men were transformed into the Marines that you see before you today. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, I encourage you, please come down and speak to some of these fine Marines. Finally, I'd like to thank the families of the drill instructors and officers of Alpha Company. Without you, they couldn't have done it. So thank you for your support. Now, if you'll excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to address Alpha Company for the last time. Congratulations, Marines. You have accomplished every task that we have laid before you. It wasn't easy. Nobody said it would be. Now you have a new responsibility, a responsibility to uphold the core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Because now you represent all of the Marines that have come before you, and you will mold the Marines that come after. I wish you all the best. Semper Fidelis, Marines.
Now taking his position in the reviewing area is today's parade reviewing officer, Colonel Jason G. Woodworth, Commanding Officer, Marine Corps Air Station, Miramar. He is accompanied by Colonel Daniel R. Kasmeyer, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Regiment. Colonel Woodward was commissioned in the Marine Corps upon graduation from Colgate University in 1993. He was designated a naval aviator in October 1996. From 1998 to 2002, Colonel Woodward served with Marine Fighter Attack Squadron 314, 3rd Marine Air Wing, Marine Corps Air Station, Miramar, during which he made 2 CENTCOM deployments in 2000 and 2001 aboard USS Stennis. Colonel Woodward served as an instructor at MAW TS TAC 1 Marine Corps Air Station, Yuma, Arizona from 2002 to 2005. During this period, he deployed to the Middle East. In 2005, he transferred again to Miramar and was assigned to VMFA 323, where he served as the operations officer, AMO, and executive officer. In 2007, the Snakes deployed aboard USS Stennis. From 2008 until 2010, Colonel Woodward was assigned the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, Darmstadt, Germany, where he served as an Arms Control Inspection Team Chief, implementing the Treaty on Conventional Armed Forces in Europe and the Vienna Document 1999. From September 2011 until December 2013, Colonel Woodward commanded VMFA 323, during which the squadron deployed on board USS Nimitz. In 2014, Colonel Woodward reported to the Royal College of Defense Studies in London for TLS. Colonel Woodward assumed command of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in August 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Colonel Woodward. more than 1 million Marines have been trained here in the past 97 years and have departed San Diego for combat in conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tara, Iwo Jima, Busan, Incheon, Chosin Reservoir, Quezon, Way City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, Iraq, Afghanistan, and our most current operations worldwide. This parade deck is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Marine Band San Diego, Marine Corps Depot, San Diego, California.
Right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the national flag passes directly in front of you, please rise. Once it has passed,
There he is.
you may be seated.
See him?
Series 1000. Platoon 1009, Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant Arthur F. Bergeron. Also from Platoon 1009 is the most physically fit Marine, PFC Justin L. Galavides. Platoon 1010, Senior Drill Instructor, Sergeant Zachary Parker.
Installer series. That's in 1013.
Honor Platoon 1011, Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant Timothy D. Brown.
Yeah, 1014.
The Regimental Color Guard is led by Regimental Color Sergeant, Drill Instructor, Sergeant Daryl B. Pagansky. Series 1013, Series Commander, Captain Derek J. Donovan. Platoon 1013, Senior Drill Instructor, Sergeant Benjamin LeBaron. Platoon 1014, Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant Kenyatta E. Cone.
Go back down and around. They go back down and around.
Yeah, come back.
Yes. Yep, they're done. Okay, bye. No. Just kidding. You keep.
Platoon 1015, Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant Robert Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of Anchors Aweigh, followed by the Marines hymn. Thank you. Please be seated. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strength as an elite
They've
fighting
been standing
force
for a while,
is
so I think
directly
they
attributable
don't mind
to
the stretch.
magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine, have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in recruits throughout their observance and relationship with their drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marine graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 12 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideals and standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company A prepares for their final dismissal from boot camp today, their initial training is not over. After a well-deserved 10 days of leave, they will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of a Marine Rifle Squad. The intense initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifle.
Here he comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Ryan P. Costello. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Max D. Coombs. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the company staff of Company A.
Woo!
The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons. The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are the source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who displayed outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and enthusiasm, and were selected as the platoon honor graduates. The honor graduates are recognized as being the most outstanding Marines in their platoons. The platoon honor graduates compete for the titles of series and company honor graduate, who are considered the top Marines graduating today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility. Upon retirement of the guidons, each honor graduate will receive a plaque from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation, the Corps Permanent Professional Association, and the publisher of the Leatherneck and Marine Corps Gazette magazines.
Get pictures of them retiring the guidons.
The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. were presented their plaques by the commanding officer of 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Rumler, and assisted by Sergeant Major Christopher Kinley. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all honor graduates have been introduced. The honor graduate from Platoon 1009 is Private First Class Connor B. Petch from Kaufman, Texas.
Hold your applause.
The honor graduate from Platoon 1010 and also the company honor graduate is Lance Corporal Joshua L. Peters from San Antonio, Texas. The honor graduate from Platoon 1011 is Private First Class Jace Edgar from Orange, Texas. The honor graduate from Platoon 1013 is PFC Jawan Davis from Joliet, Illinois. The honor graduate from Platoon 1014 and also the series honor graduate is PFC Marty Morris Jr. from Lincoln, California.
Really?
The honor graduate from Platoon 1015 is PFC Leonard Green II from Les Summit, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor graduates of Company A. The senior drill instructors will now dismiss their platoons. This will be the last order the new Marines receive from their drill instructors, and needless to say, the most welcome order they have received while in boot camp. Ladies and gentlemen,
This is it. Bye, y'all. I'm going to get my son.